Now on KREM 2 News at noon, former President Donald Trump is in court as his criminal trial gets underway.
The sunshine is back out this afternoon, but the temperatures are not quite as warm as they were this past weekend.
And it's tax day, but not necessarily in Spokane and Whitman counties. We'll explain why the IRS has pushed back the deadline for some people in eastern Washington. Well, hi there, everyone, and welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones in for Laura today. We begin our news coverage with some developing news. The first ever criminal trial for a former U.S. president is underway right now in New York. Former President Donald Trump is charged with trying to illegally cover up alleged affairs, including with an adult film star. Trump strongly denies breaking any laws. Jared Hill reports from the courthouse.
Former President Donald Trump arrived as jury selection gets underway in the first of 4 criminal trials he faces.
This is an assault on America.
Trump, who's currently running for president, claims the entire proceeding is politically motivated.
And it's a country that's failing. It's a country that's run by an incompetent man who's very much involved in this case. This is really an attack on a political opponent. That's all it is.
Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, accused of scheming to funnel payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels to cover up an alleged affair when he was running for president in 2016.
We cannot and will not normalize serious criminal conduct.
Trump is required to be in court every day, and jury selection alone could take 2 weeks as both sides look for impartial jurors.
This is going to be a difficult task because there is virtually no one who has no opinion about Donald Trump.
Give me Trump or give me death.
Outside of court, demonstrators for and against Trump are making their voices heard.
Trump is not above the law.
The trial is likely to run through early June. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
While the proceedings began with various pretrial questions, the judge ruled against a defense motion to expand the juror questionnaire, while prosecutors wanted to know why Trump's recent social media posts about witnesses are not a violation of the gag order. And we'll get to some more headlines here in just a few moments, but let's go ahead and step outside and check in with our meteorologist, Thomas Patrick, because Thomas, how's it feeling out there today?
Yeah, Brandon, still enjoyable weather on this Monday, just not the crazy warmth that we had from this past weekend. In fact, yesterday at 77 degrees, that was by far and away our warmest day so far of 2024. But a cold front just slipped through the area as of this morning. It's kind of laid right over portions of North Idaho right now. So the cooler air is filtering in, but the sunshine still feels nice overhead. So it's just temperatures are down by about 10 or 15 degrees compared to yesterday, and the winds are up as well. It's been a bit breezy, southwesterly winds at around 15 to 20 miles per hour so far this morning. A few wind gusts reaching upwards of 30 miles per hour. So it will be a fair bit of a windy remainder of the day and even into the evening hours tonight, but we will see those temperatures still top out in the 60s today. The full effects of the cold front and the colder air will be felt more tomorrow. So coming up, we'll show you how much cooler it's going to go for the next 24 hours. That's all coming up.
All right, we appreciate you, Thomas. And then, of course, folks, it's that time of the year. The start of a new week brings a new round of road construction. Here are some of the projects and closures you'll want to watch out for right now. Just a few hours ago, WashDOT crews closed East Euclid Avenue between North Market and North Rouse Street. Crews are rebuilding the road under the newly constructed North Spokane corridor overpass, as well as at the railroad crossing. To get around, you can take the North Market Street to East Wellesley Avenue and North Freya Street. Work is expected to continue through May. Now, next project in Spokane Valley, construction on the Pines Road and Mission Avenue intersection also starts today. Crews will be working on the intersection on most nights between 8 in the evening and 6 in the morning. Drivers should expect lane restrictions and reduced speeds. Now we're going to move back closer towards Spokane, and on Spokane's South Hill, Perry Street between 29th and 30th will be closed all week. Crews are working on 29th, so it's being shut down to protect them while they work. And finally, if you walk or ride the Centennial Trail. A 14-mile section will be closed starting today for repaving. The area stretches from the Washington-Idaho border to the Donkey Islands trailhead in Millwood. This project should be finished in early September, roughly around the beginning of Labor Day. Also happening today is the last day for most people to file your 2023 taxes on time. Whether you are getting a refund or the clock is ticking. You need to have the paperwork filed or request an extension by midnight. So if you do need to file an extension, you can go to irs.gov and fill out a form. Also, people who owe the IRS but can't pay by today have the option of setting up an installment plan on that same website. When it comes to refunds, the IRS says most people who qualify will have those processed and returned within 3 weeks. And then despite today being tax day, taxpayers in Spokane and Whitman counties have a different tax deadline. The IRS extended the filing date to June 17th because of last year's wildfires. The disaster declaration covers all the Spokane and Whitman counties. That means everyone in those areas qualifies for the extension, not just those who had wildfire damage.
If you are impacted by one of these, and I don't just mean have some damage, I mean you're in one of the affected areas, then you're afforded a whole host of automatic extensions of time to file, of time to pay, and even some other great tax options about carrying any losses that you have backwards and getting some of your prior tax money back.
For a full look at the available tax relief and who it applies to, we've posted the information for you on our website. All you have to do is just go over to KREM.com. Alrighty, and this next story gets me pretty pumped up because happening this afternoon, Eastern Washington University is announcing Dan Munson as the new men's basketball head coach. Familiar territory for Munson. He should be familiar to fans because Munson was the head coach at Gonzaga when they started their NCAA tournament streak back in 1999. So the slipper still fits, right? Munson spent the past 17 years as the head coach at Long Beach State. He takes over for David Riley, who was recently named the new head coach at WSU. Munson will be introduced at 2 this afternoon. We'll have his announcement tonight on KREM 2 News at 4.